Hello everyone, and we're here with another LEGO Transformers video. Today I have my version 2 of Soundwave. So this is a bit more of a standard cassette player look. Kinda has a Cybertronian look to it. It's got a standard door, the play buttons, speakers on the sides. Well, I maintained these little rubber grip thingies. They don't really do much. See from the top, he is a lot cleaner from most angles. I mean, when you get to the back, it gets a bit hideous, but that's fine. Still have a head issue. I do want to figure out a better mechanism to have that come in here, because this does open up. There's a lot of hollow space there, which does actually have a use technically with my second laser beak, cassette laser beak. You can, who I consider a separate laser beak to the main one, who might be able to sit in there. I don't actually know if he can. Okay, he can, sort of. It's a very big sort of, as in the door can't fully close and it angles out. But he can sort of sit in there. This was not actually made for him, this was made for another character. This was made for when I was working on, I completely forgot her name, Sound Blaster. But this is just the most simple laser beak transformation. You spin the beak round, flick the wings out, and you got a little bird. Of course, we do still have the main laser beak that works with him. I'm not going to bother transforming into guitar mode. If you've seen my other Soundwave, you would have seen him. He's the exact same build. But we do have one other cassette companion who works purely through parts forming. This is rattle tape. So I can't really have him transform properly at this scale because it uses this string piece as the core of the body. But he would, if it was a larger scale, just have the string curled up inside him and he would just extend out like that. So you got the head and the tail, and he's a sort of little rattlesnake dude. Chuck him onto the side, he doesn't really do much. So, getting into the transformation here, I'm going to start by just standard G1 Soundwave affairs, spreading out the legs. And you see that's going to reveal the arms here. And weirdly enough, a non-G1 Soundwave thing, this is the back. I'm going to turn this guy around to get to what is the front later. But first we're going to separate that down like that. And rotate the legs around. Like that, and like that. We're going to come to these panels. We're going to straighten this one out. And rotate that one in to touch it. Like that. And do the same on the other side. Can then bring the feet out, which are on ball joints now, to get better posing, and then we're going to do the arms before we sort out the rest of our body. So the arms are literally going to fold the fingers up, and then fold the arm open, and bring it up the shoulder, rotate it there, and we'll sort the rest out later. Do the same here. Now we're going to rotate this entire upper body around. So let's just rotate this around like that. We're then going to collapse this piece in here against there, so it just rests. And then we're going to bend the legs like that. And then we can start to stand Soundwave here up. Then we're just going to bring the arms down by the sides, and we're going to pull out and rotate the hands, and then the entire lower arm is going to break off, and then we can straighten them out, rest them in. His arms do also break off quite easily Can then bring the arms down. Then for the final step, we're going to bring the head up. It's a series of rotations, so we're going to rotate the face mask around, the top of the head around, and then the ears around. So I'm going to take it off camera just because it is very difficult to do that without him just breaking. And I'll show the aftermath. You should be able to tell what's been rotated. If I get this to a point where this can fold inside of the body, the head transformation shouldn't be necessary, but like that. And then just get him situated. Then we have, oh, I almost forgot, a shoulder cannon, which just studs onto a jumper plate on the top of the shoulder. And then we have Soundwave V2 in his robot mode. So V2's Soundwave here is, well, a lot more inspired by Transformers Prime than G1. He's sort of a fusion of G1 and Transformers Prime. Holds his stuff in a completely different way to all the other figures, so his weapons aren't really interchangeable with everyone else. We do have his rifle here, which uses this stud to peg into the hand. So I'll just bring his hand forward, stud this in, and then we can curl his fingers around it, and then it can break into pieces. So then he can hold his little rifle there. And for Laserbeak, we have a perch piece that can just stick on there. So you stick that on the bottom of Laserbeak, like that. And then it can perch. You can also use Laserbeak in his guitar mode, which is an animated inspired thing. And then rattle tape can just curl around him and just hang there. So getting his side profile, you really see that Transformers Prime thing going on with the arms here. So you just take Laserbeak off and the other cassettes. The backpack isn't even... There you go. You see it's got this sort of wing shape. Of course he doesn't turn into a drone. He's got the big spiky fingers thing going on. And of course a fake chest, so I can minimize the yellow but still have a chest window while having it shape a lot more torso-like. For size comparisons, I'm going to bring in some vehicle modes for some future videos. They'll probably be uploaded around the same time as this, maybe a little bit after. But first one we have Lockdown. Focus, there we go. Then we have Scourge. Let's bring these in vehicle mode. And then, for a size comparison next, we'll grab a tiny character, Bumblebee. It's quite a nice thing to do a size comparison with. Is just grabbing a little character. And the size comparison that really has to be done is with his brother, Blaster. Where this isn't even a... show the scale of Blaster being a commander class character. But keep this one short and sweet. Some of my videos end up being 20 minutes long with size comparisons, so I'm not going to faff around. Just letting you guys know, there's not usually too much important information at the end of my videos. It's pretty much just outros. So if you've seen what you need to see of the build, you don't need to sit there for all the size comparisons and shit. I mean, the only remotely interesting thing is be occasionally saying what the next video might be, which half the time it just isn't that anyway. That said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one, which will probably be either Lockdown or Scourge. Like, I'm probably just going to upload them all in bulk. I've got the figures to the side here ready to record. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.